Hi everyone, George Stavro here from the Stavro Method. Just doing this quick video to show you how to test for your one repetition maximums for the various exercises in our package, the Stavro Method, a 12-week day-by-day guide to health, wellness, and fat loss for all levels. So what we want to do is figure out what our one repetition maximum is, and then based on that, in this example, we want to figure out how much weight to use that allows us to do 8 reps comfortably. So when you look at the chart over here, it has reps 1 to 20, and then also how those reps relate to the percentage of the one rep maximum. So if you're grabbing a weight that you can only lift one time in proper form, that's 100%. If you're looking at, say, reps that you can do comfortably for 10 reps correlates about, say, 75% of your one repetition maximum. So there's a caveat over here. Unless you're a power lifter, where you definitely need to know your true one repetition maximum, I would say err on the side of caution, grab a lighter weight, and do for more repetitions. So that's just safer overall. So the approach that we want to take is grab a weight that you can do comfortably, say for 4 to 6 repetitions. The whole idea of that is just to warm up a little bit, but you don't want to exhaust yourself by any means. If it's a weight that's too heavy, it almost becomes a work set. So something where after you've done about 4 to 6 repetitions, you're feeling better, you're loosened up, and depending on the movement that you're doing, some exercises may require more warm-up sets than others. So if it's a larger movement, say doing a squat or deadlift or something along those lines, you're going to need several, maybe even 5 warm-up sets, and gradually increase the weight of each additional set to get you closer to your true working set. You don't want to be using the same weight throughout the whole thing. If it's, say, a smaller movement, a bicep curl as an example, you may just need 1 or 2 warm-up sets. So the first one being super light, the next one being just a little bit heavier. And you also want to keep track of the tempo that you're using. If you're not familiar with tempo, this is a formula I picked up from the late Charles Poliquin and another gentleman, Coach Ian King from Australia. So those are the 2 main guys that actually brought the tempo to the forefront in the training industry. So in this example, we're going to be using a 40x2 type of protocol. What's happened with this is the first number refers to the speed of movement, lowering the weight. Second number is if there's a pause in that bottom position or not. The third number is how quickly it's being raised. And then the last number is if there's a pause at the very top. So what we want to do is just be consistent with the training, because that's one of the many variables that we have to keep an eye on as far as working out. If you aren't paying attention to the tempo, then the sets aren't really created equally. So in this example, 40x2, 4 is a 4-second count to lower it. 0, that means there's no pause in the bottom. X is raised explosively, so you don't necessarily have to keep track of the time in raising the actual bar. Just to know that you're going as quickly as you possibly can, but still keeping it controlled. And then in this example, 2 means that there's a pause at the top for 2 seconds. So this individual tested on upper body, did a close grip incline bench press with a bar, supinated rows, narrow grip preacher curls with an easy bar, and abductor rows. Did a warm-up set using 45 pounds for 4 to 6 reps. And then when they went for the work set, used 85 pounds, got 4 reps out of that. Could have gone for 5, but 4 felt comfortable. And also when you're testing for this, keep a few reps in reserve. You don't want to necessarily go all out. Better to err on the side of caution rather than risking an injury. So when we're looking at this, 4 reps corresponds to 88% of the one repetition maximum. Okay? And then when we look at this column over here, okay, so C5 is the weight in the work set. And then B14 is kind of that cross section between the reps and also the percentage of the maximum. So what we did to figure out the one repetition maximum is we grabbed the weight divided by the percentage of the maximum. So in this case, the 1 rep max is approximately 96.59 pounds. We can call it 97 for the sake of argument. So since we're using 8 reps for this particular program, what we're going to do is we're grabbing the number from this column here, which is a 1 repetition maximum, multiplying by B18. So 8 reps relates to 78% of the 1 repetition maximum. So in this example, the individual will be using 75 pounds. You can round up or round down depending on what kind of weight you have access to. I say round down in this case. So the recommended weight is 75.34 pounds. The actual weight is 75. Let's just do another example just so I can be a little bit more clear about what's happening. So when this individual tested, say, for the supinated rows, used the warm-up of 45 pounds for 4 to 6 reps, used 85 pounds, and got 2 reps out of that. So then when we look at the formula over here, okay, we look at cell B6. Okay, so we're grabbing the weight from cell C6, dividing by B12, which relates to the 2 reps. That's 95% of the 1 repetition maximum. Okay. And that lets us know that the 1 RM is 89.47 pounds. So we can round down with that. And then when we're looking at the next column for the recommended weight, okay, so we're grabbing their 1 rep maximum F6 and multiplying by the B18 over here, which is 78% of the 1 rep max. So this individual will be using 69.79 pounds for the supinated rows. I'd say it's safe enough to round up to 70 because it's only a small difference. Okay. So the rest of it should be pretty straightforward. If there's any questions, feel free to send me an email at george@thestavropmethod.com. I'll have my information in the description box of this video. And looking forward to helping you out on your holistic health and wellness goals. Okay, thanks everyone, and see you at the next video. Bye for now.